Welcome to Fear Nightfall, where today I'm turning it into Skyblock, that way I never have to worry about Fear Nightfall's nights ever again. Now let me explain what I mean by that. In my last Fear Nightfall video, I spent 5 nights in this horrifying mod pack and was constantly on the back burner being underprepared for many of the nights I had to face. So that's why I wanted to make my nights no longer an issue in Fear Nightfall, which left me with 2 options. I could either put 128 slabs in the ground in every direction, that way mobs can't spawn near my house, or I could use the same concept of mobs not being able to spawn on top slabs and move to a naturally spawning floating island, that way mobs guaranteed can't spawn anywhere near my home. So that's why I'm turning my Fear Nightfall world into a Scariest Skyblock world. But in order to move to a floating island, I need one item to get there: a mahogany broom. Now this broom doesn't sound like anything special, but with it, I can fly to a floating island and make it my new base location. But in order to make the broom though, I have to go to some dangerous places and deal with some dangerous monsters. So I got started where I left off last time, in my old house. Now today, I plan to do more than just survive. So in order to do that, I gotta actually make progress and do things. One of the things is I need to see if I have any iron, because I need at least 3 ingots so I can make an iron bucket, because I do need that. I don't think I have any iron. Okay, starting off, we're gonna need a mine for 3 iron. Oh, I also need diamonds. I also am gonna need today, I think at minimum I need 2 diamonds. So I opened my mine up and headed down to Y equals 16 to mine for the 3 iron I needed to get. I want an iron bucket so I can get a water bucket and make the obsidian I would need for a nether portal, because the hardest thing I need to get in order to make a mahogany broom is the netherite ingot. So after I mined the iron I needed, I headed down to Y equals negative 58 to mine for 2 diamonds, because I wanted to make an enchantment table since I was getting obsidian anyways and already level 30. However, I was unlucky in finding any diamonds, only finding some redstone and an unwanted visitor. Creature. What was that? Was that the same creature as before? Does my crafting table on me? I do. Like slabs. Oh my. Oh my, that was not the same creature. What the hell was that? That was not the same creature. I tried to block it off. It was a cave dweller, not a... Oh my god. Let me go get my stuff back. It was low. I don't know if it stays spawned in or not, but... Oh, blood moon has appeared. I gotta go back up to the surface, but first I gotta get my stuff. I thought that was the same creature as last time. It might be, it might not be, I don't really know. But it dug, it could go under these slabs, which is terrifying. Nope, it's gone. That was scary. I think I killed it when it killed me. I'm not being very expressive right now because I'm just like lost for words. I've just been trying to mine for diamonds for like 30 minutes in multiple directions with no luck. And then that happens. What the hell was that, man? I was thinking, oh, it's some creatures last time. Let me do the same strat. I don't even know if I commentated over that. I was just like, oh, creature, let me just deal with it. Not really an issue. That was an issue. It could crawl under these slabs. That was the cave dweller. I don't know if that was the same creature I fought last time and I just put so many slabs it didn't decide to crawl under, but it crawled under and murdered me. That was awful. Regardless, let's survive this night. I wasted all my time mining for diamonds. I'm gonna have to change up my plans. I should still be fine and able to have like a plan for what I'm doing. Hang zombie. You just deleted the item, dude. I'm literally not responsible for you exploding. You were just exploding at will. Like, I'm doing nothing and they're saying I'm going to explode. And it's like, what the fuck? Why? Oh my god, they tunneled. Oh my god, that actually was terrifying. Oh, dude, you can't do that. I just turned around to like, oh my god. So that's, how did you get in here? How? Where? What? I'm actually so confused. What's happening? What the hell? I think this is counted as daytime. I'm gonna need to attempt to deal with this problem. Oh, that's in my mines. They blasted their way through to my mines. That's why I didn't have too many mobs to deal with. Okay, let's try to deal with these guys if I can. Ow. What? Why are you exploding? Again, why are you exploding? Oh, is it just skeletons? grab all this. Okay, well, I dealt with the mobs down here now. Now I can block all this up. There we go. I need a lot of iron, it looks like, for the thing I'm trying to make. I think it'd be wise for me to start making the progress stuff I need in order to, well, actually make the broom I want to make. So in order to do that, I need to make a cauldron, a mixing cauldron, which requires an actual cauldron, which means I have to use up a lot more iron I needed to get. So for day 7, I got back to mining for iron. Because I needed more iron to make the mixing cauldron, I have to make the broom in. I also decided to stream mining for the iron. Because I personally was far too horrified by what I saw in the mines yesterday to go mining without something to take my mind off of it. So with the need for iron and a chat to call me, I got to work on mining all the iron I needed. But not without having another unwanted visitor show up. No, no. No, no. You don't understand, Fudge? That thing will crawl at me and murder me. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's the one I saw in the first 5 days or it's the one I saw yesterday, which scared me so bad. I have not played since then. I'm gonna have to deal with it eventually too, and it's gonna crawl at me if it's what I think it is. And it's like, oh no, it's bad, man. Oh, I don't want to deal with that, but I'm gonna have to. Do I have any arrows? Not that that helps much. I'm hoping it despawned, but it probably didn't. So let's get ready and then do this thing. Please be gone. Please be gone. It isn't. Fuck! Oh, it can crawl, dude. It can crawl. Even if I do this, it can crawl through. I'm gonna let that guy despawn, I think. I think I'm just gonna just stay here. What I think I do is I go just above, up enough, and we're gonna have to try to get out of here. We're just gonna hope I can go around him. Not there. We gotta go one more, and then we can try to block off behind. You should now, if there is a guy, be trapped in here. Okay, this way is good. Let's get the fuck out of here. The minor moon has appeared. I don't know what that means. It means I got haste? What? I think this also still counts as a blood moon, so I should probably send it up above. I mean, I can go mining if I want, which is nice, but it is, I'm pretty sure, count as a blood moon. Maybe not, because it said minor moon. I don't know. All I know is this mod actually fucks with you so much, and I hate it. Why does they do this? Why? I don't know. Let's live through this night, and then afterward, try to make the contraptions, and then probably end the stream, to be honest with you, and I'll save that for tomorrow morning. Hopefully I have enough iron for everything we need for the mahogany broom. I don't know what I have to do to get mandrake root, but I have to look that up. I mean, picked from related plant. Okay, but how do I get the plant? Found in a swamp. I have to go exploring. Okay, I'm just like gonna ignore these for now. I think what I'm gonna do instead of waiting through the night is I wanna make this mixing cauldron. So let's do that. There we are. And by making that, I do get a nice quest reward of some bonus iron back. I want to make the mahogany broom. I have to go to the nether to get a netherite, and it looks like I'm gonna have to go there to get some other stuff in order to make a blood sigil. I need to get blackstone, which, if I remember right, the only way to get blackstone is the nether. Okay, I can do that, and I believe it's daytime. It is. Meaning for day 8, my main goal was to get the rest of the resources I need for making the mahogany broom. The main things being a mandrake root, a netherite ingot, and bottles of blood. So the first thing I set out to get was the one resource I can get without going to the nether, a mandrake root. So I grabbed a stack of bones for bone meal, made a boat for sailing, and made a sleeping bag for setting my swan. For setting sail in the direction I knew a swamp was, because mandrake plants that I get mandrake roots from only spawn in swamps. I also made sure to grab my shears before I left, just in case I saw any sheep on my journey that I could get wool from. Because I need to go mining for ancient debris, and the quickest way to mine for ancient debris that I know of is, well, speed mining, which is why I wanted to make an enchanting table earlier. But after dying earlier, I lost both my will to mine for diamonds and my experience to make a good enchanted pickaxe. So the second best option of bed mining is the only option I'm left with for mining for ancient debris efficiently. Meaning I was very lucky to find sheep in the swamp. And I was even luckier to find a mandrake plant that I could bone meal to get the mandrake root I needed. So after I got what I thought would be enough wool for beds, I headed back home to start getting the obsidian I needed. With the obsidian, I made myself a nether portal and headed into the nether to start finding the last 2 main resources I needed to make the broom: ancient debris and blackstone. So once in the nether, I blocked off my portal so that way I was safe from monsters, because I don't really know what kind of scary mobs spawn exclusively in the nether. Now I'm not exactly one to find out. So after blocking it off, I then started strip mining down to y=15 to bed mine for ancient debris. On the way down, running into a surprise piece of ancient debris. Okay then. Just an accidental ancient debris. I'll gladly take it. I mean, I need 4, so I still need 2 more. Well, okay. Well, there's 3 of them. Okay, I don't think I'll find any more. 3 was already quite a bit, which I will gladly take. That means I just gotta find 1 from bed mining. After collecting the 3 ancient debris I found, I got back to strip mining, down to y equals 15. On the way, running into some sort of underground nether mine. But I quickly found out by the locals that I wasn't wanted in the nether mine. So I left and headed back home because night 8 had already begun. Yep. Nighttime. Let's put all this stuff away. 3 ancient debris though is actually massive. I really was not expecting to just luckily find ancient debris that I needed. So I'm glad I did. But once I make it through this horde night, tomorrow morning I just need to get 1 ancient debris and yeah, I still need 4 blackstone and then 1 ancient debris I need to find. And if I can do that, I'm good. What are you? A pillager who is more concerned with the guy shooting you and not me. Oh, he died. What did he drop? Wait, what did he drop? I need that. Did he drop what I think he dropped? Is that what I think it is? No. I'll be honest with you. I thought that was a piece of ancient debris. And that's why I was freaking out. A fucking heart? What? Have you seen what? Oh. Is it daytime? Well, not yet. They're not burning. Until you burn, and then I'll head out there. Cool, I just need 1 ancient debris, like I said, and 4 blackstone, and then I can make all the stuff I need to make. So I headed back into the nether and got back to mining for blackstone and the last piece of ancient debris I needed. Finally getting down to y equals 15 and finally using beds to bed mine. On my second bed, blowing open a big open area with a minecart with a chest and blackstone directly above me. So I started bridging over the gap to the other side when I noticed that the explosion also uncovered my last piece of ancient debris. So I collected the 4 pieces of blackstone and the last piece of ancient debris I needed. But before I headed back home to make the broom though, I really wanted to see what was in that minecart chest. So I streamed my way down to the chest only to find that it had nothing of value in it. So I headed back home, grabbing some gold on the way that I need for making a netherite ingot. Then once back home, I smelted up the ancient debris I had into netherite scrap. But I didn't have enough gold to make the netherite ingot, so I went to the nether again. This time deciding to try and explore the surface of the nether, which turned out before I even left my portal room to be a very bad decision. So instead I decided to go back to bed mining to get the gold I needed. In the process, I ran into some sort of nether mineshaft thing, so I decided to run around the mineshaft looking for gold ore. Finding minecart loot and plenty of gold ore for the netherite ingot, and one other thing I want to craft later on that'll help me move my stuff to a floating island and make it my new base. So I left the nether for the final time and started making all the stuff I needed for making the broom. Starting by making the netherite ingot, then making blood sigils I needed for bottles of blood, which I'll admit was a cool excuse to see the mixing cauldron in use for the first time. But it was becoming nighttime and I still needed glass for the bottles of blood, which left me with 2 options. I could either go outside on night 9 or wait for day 10. So naturally, I made a crawl-sized tunnel from my house all the way to the river next to my house. At the river, I got all the sand I thought I would need and started smelting it into glass. So while waiting for the glass to smelt, I headed outside to wait out my 9th night in fear nightfall. Okay, I guess back to surviving the night. On the bright side, after tonight, tomorrow morning, we're looking at a whole new world of possibilities once I make that broom, because I can fly with that broom. But if you guys want more of this Fear Nightfall after this video, because you guys liked the last video, then I'll gladly do more, and I'll actually be doing a lot of quest stuff. Anyways, let's survive the rest of this night, and then we can actually go to a whole new world of possibilities in this world, which I can't wait for. I'm actually really excited for. What is that? Zombie, what are you? What on earth are you? Okay, things are getting more intense because I've never seen that creature, but that creature was terrifying looking. It was big with a big mace. What the hell was that? Okay, it wasn't terrifying looking. That's a bit... Okay, what are you? I wanted to see what it looked like. What in the hell? I'm getting new unique mobs that aren't exactly friendly looking. Okay, you spawn mobs. What the hell is that? Bruh, come here. Okay, he's dead. What the hell was that guy, though? I've seen, like, 2 new mobs I've never seen before. Day is coming up, though. Dude, it was, like, so normal. It was, like, so, like, insanely normal. And then just randomly at, like, the last, like, 5 minutes, 2 creatures I've never seen show up. That do things I've never seen. Like, what the hell? Anyways, with that, I survived night 9 and can now get to work on finishing the broom. So the first thing I did on day 10 was collect the glass I smelted during the night. Then I made the 3 bottles I needed for 2 bottles of blood. Then in order to get the bottles of blood, I placed the blood sigil in my mixing cauldron and sacrificed myself to the blood gods, which gave me enough blood for the 2 bottles of blood I needed. And with that, I had the last of the supplies I needed for the broom collected and nothing to stop me from making it. So I did just that. Give my new broom its first test flight inside my house, which wasn't the best idea. Regardless, I have a broom now, meaning I can fly to my new base location that should make the nights no longer an issue I have to deal with in Fear Nightfall. However, in order to do that, I first need to find a place I want to make my new base location. So I went on my test world that I first saw a floating island on that gave me this video idea to begin begin with. On the test world, I was able to find out that these islands for sure spawn in the lukewarm ocean biome. So on a creative version of my world, I used the /locate command to find the nearest lukewarm ocean. And after teleporting that lukewarm ocean, I was pleasantly surprised to see a floating island right next to where I teleported, meaning I now had a location that was ready to go to my new base location. But before I headed out, I wanted to be able to pack up my stuff and bring it with me. So I made a backpack. That way I could bring an extra 18 stacks of stuff per backpack with me to my new base. But one backpack wasn't enough space for everything I want to take with me. So I made another backpack, that way I could take even more of my stuff before flying on my broom towards my new base location. And we set out, literally flying on a broom, which is so sick. This is so cool, dude. Look at this. We set out to find our new home, which is actually pretty close to my old base, which is really nice. There we go. And here's my new home. So let me set a spawn point. Now, in theory, this place should be safe. Now, from here, I can make my home that should be mob-proof. I mean, I can start playing this like it's Skyblock and not like it's Fear Nightfall. I mean, it is, and I still have a lot of things to worry about. But yeah, this is my new home, which isn't as, like, house-like like my old home. But trust me, it should be a lot safer. Well, don't trust me. I actually don't know yet. Now, in theory, this location should be good. Now, in practice, I don't know, but I'm gonna go AFK during the night, and we'll see what happens. So I put my trust and faith in the floating island being unable to spawn mobs and AFK'd during the night, which I was pleasantly surprised to see actually worked and didn't spawn a single mob during the blood moon, meaning the entire premise and plan for this video was a success. And I thankfully didn't spend the last couple days building the broom for absolutely nothing, which trust me, I'm very happy about. And it's almost daytime, I believe. It's pretty light out, and I didn't see any mobs spawn up here. Let me still wait for a bit. It is still quite rainy. But yeah, it worked. This actual little floating island actually worked for not spawning any mobs, which is actually so massive. Another issue we have to worry about, though, is the rain. But all those are issues for, well, different days. Because what I wanted to do was make it to where we don't have to worry anymore about mobs. And it looks like that went successfully. But yeah, I did it. I made it to a new base location that is safe and actually makes me hopeful for the future of this series if you guys do want it to become a series. But of course, that's up to you guys. If you guys still want to see more Fear Nightfall, I will. If you guys want the series to end here, though, I'm also okay with that. I'm honestly okay with whatever you guys want. So if you want to see me make more Fear Nightfall videos and make this into a series and now have a whole new world of possibilities on, show your support in this series by liking this video so that way I know you guys want to see more Fear Nightfall videos. And if you're new here and want to see more of my content, consider subscribing or click the video on screen to watch my previous Fear Nightfall video where all the horror and struggles of this world first begun.